Welcome. We bring you Japan's latest news every day. AI sums up what matters, so you can stay informed in English in just a few minutes. If you find it helpful, please like and subscribe. 5 consecutive days of extreme heat, longest streak since 2010 as heat illness prevention efforts intensify. Sweltering heat continues across the nation. Today, the 25th, temperatures are rising particularly in eastern and western Japan, with some areas in the Tokai region experiencing extreme heat days, with temperatures exceeding 40 degrees Celsius. Today marks the 5th consecutive day that temperatures of 40 degrees or higher have been recorded domestically, setting the longest streak since 2010. This abnormal heat wave has caused a sharp increase in heat-related illnesses requiring hospitalization, with heightened alerts being issued across the country. With little expectation of temperature drops in the coming days, enhanced heat illness prevention measures are now urgently needed, including proper hydration, rest indoors, and carrying cooling products when going outside. Particularly for elderly individuals, children, and those engaged in outdoor work, frequent breaks and water intake are strongly recommended. Pickup News, July 25th. Here is today's pickup news for July 25th. We bring you a 1-minute video summary of the major news stories happening domestically today. We've selected important news from various fields including politics, economics, and social developments. We present the latest information in an easy-to-understand format so you can catch up during your morning routine or use it to stay informed during your commute. Please view the video for detailed coverage. For those seeking more detailed information on each story, we also have related articles available on our website. We've delivered the essential information you need to make today meaningful. We look forward to continuing to bring you the latest news updates. Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare releases new guidelines for regional medical vision, looking ahead to 2040. The Ministry of Health, Labor and Welfare has released new guidelines for the regional medical vision, which outlines the medical care delivery system for 2040. With the population of elderly people aged 85 and above expected to increase significantly by 2040, there is a need to respond to changes in regional medical demand. The new guidelines outline measures including securing appropriate numbers of hospital beds at each stage, from acute care through recovery to chronic care, as well as addressing physician shortages. Additionally, strengthening cooperation with long-term care facilities and enhancing home-based medical care are positioned as important issues. The ministry expects each prefecture to formulate regional medical plans based on these guidelines that reflect local circumstances, and to advance the construction of a sustainable medical care system. Princess Akiko attends opening ceremony for British Museum exhibition in Tokyo's Ueno. An opening ceremony was held on the 24th ahead of an exhibition of Japanese art from the British Museum's collection, which opens tomorrow, the 25th, in Tokyo's Ueno district. Princess Akiko of Takamatsunomiya, who conducted research on artworks during her time studying abroad, attended the ceremony. Through her experience at the British Museum, Princess Akiko learned the importance of sharing the value of Japan's traditional crafts and art with the world. The exhibition will feature numerous masterpieces representing Japan, including ukiyo-e prints, ceramics, and lacquerware that the British Museum has collected over many years. World Heritage Committee review begins. Decision on Asuka and Fujiwara palaces, expected on the 26th. The UNESCO World Heritage Committee convened in South Korea began reviewing applications for new World Heritage sites on the 24th. Japan's nomination, Asuka and Fujiwara palaces, in Nara Prefecture, is scheduled to undergo deliberation on the 26th. This archaeological site group represents precious cultural heritage from the Asuka period spanning the 7th to 8th centuries and the subsequent Fujiwara palace period. It is evaluated as an important cultural asset demonstrating the development of ancient Japanese history. The World Heritage Committee will examine candidates nominated by each country based on criteria including cultural value and preservation condition, ultimately determining whether to grant World Heritage status. If the Asuka and Fujiwara palaces achieves World Heritage designation, Japan's total number of World Heritage sites will increase further. Cross-party lawmakers propose enhanced use of AI to strengthen parliamentary functions. Cross-party lawmakers have compiled recommendations on AI utilization to strengthen parliamentary functions and submitted them to the speakers of both houses of the Diet. The proposal includes introducing AI in the creation of legislative documents and anticipated questions and answers to streamline parliamentary operations. The goal is to increase the time lawmakers spend on policy development, leading to more substantive parliamentary deliberations. The initiative is expected to reduce lawmakers' workload and improve parliamentary productivity. Fukuoka Prefecture Assembly faces scrutiny over leadership posts. Ensuring transparency in investigation becomes key issue. In connection with a controversy surrounding the Speaker and Vice Speaker positions at the Fukuoka Prefecture Assembly, Vice Speaker Masayuki Nakao submitted his resignation on the 24th. Allegations have been raised that money changed hands in relation to the distribution of these leadership posts. Vice Speaker Nakao decided to step down citing reasons including causing confusion in prefectural administration. The focus going forward will be on ensuring transparency in investigations to clarify the facts of the matter. Voices from within the prefectural assembly are calling for the establishment of a third-party committee, making it an urgent priority to resolve the allegations and restore public trust in the assembly. Diet effectively closes session as challenge remains in building consensus between ruling and opposition parties. The Diet effectively concluded on the evening of the 24th with the passage of legislation related to the Vice Capital Plan and other bills. During this session, confrontation between the ruling and opposition parties intensified in the final stages, leading to periods of stalled deliberations. The ruling coalition continues to fall short of a majority in the upper house, creating challenges for future Diet operations. How to build consensus with the opposition parties is expected to remain a critical issue in the next session. Greater dialogue and coordination between the ruling and opposition parties are increasingly necessary to ensure political stability and smooth legislative activities. Legislation for alternate capital plan passes with support from LDP, Ishin, and Future Party. Legislation related to the alternate capital plan, which would serve as an alternative center of government functions during major disasters, has passed both houses of parliament and been enacted following today's upper house plenary session. In the vote, the Liberal Democratic Party, the Japan Innovation Party, Team Future, and others voted in favor, resulting in passage by majority. The law aims to establish a framework that would allow the transfer of political, economic, and cultural functions to another region in the event of a major disaster such as a direct hit earthquake on the capital. The development of an alternate capital is expected to ensure the continuity of capital functions and the stability of the public's daily lives. Going forward, concrete discussions toward implementation will proceed. Payment Processing Company, Sentoshin, declares bankruptcy, METI and FSA launch investigation. Sentoshin, a company providing credit card payment processing services, has declared bankruptcy. The company was widely used by many businesses, particularly in the food and beverage sector, and its collapse is having widespread repercussions. The Ministry of Economy, Trade and Industry and the Financial Services Agency have decided to launch a full-scale investigation into the actual state of the payment processing service industry and the loan review procedures of financial institutions that had extended credit to the company. Payment processing services play a crucial role in mediating credit card transactions, and the bankruptcy of such a service provider directly impacts the businesses that relied on it. Both agencies are expected to consider measures aimed at improving transparency in the payment processing services industry and strengthening consumer protection. Private rice stockpiles reach record high of 2.43 million tons as of end of June. According to a survey by the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, private rice stockpiles reached 2.43 million tons as of the end of June, marking an all-time high. This inventory level significantly exceeds what is considered an appropriate supply level, indicating a major imbalance in the rice market's supply and demand. The increase in stockpiles is believed to be primarily due to last year's abundant harvest and sluggish consumer demand. The key focus moving forward is how this excess inventory will impact the price of new rice coming to market this fall. Generally, the higher the inventory levels, the lower new rice prices tend to fall, which could deal a serious blow to farmers' management. The Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries is considering measures to address the supply and demand imbalance. Information security firms see surge in corporate inquiries following Nichirei cyberattack. Following a cyberattack that caused system failures at major frozen food manufacturer Nichirei, information security firms in Tokyo are experiencing a sharp increase in inquiries from corporations. The Nichirei incident resulted in a shutdown of production systems, causing significant disruptions to product shipments. In response to this situation, companies concerned about the security of their own systems are now rushing to seek advice from cybersecurity experts. Security firm representatives point out that in order to prevent similar incidents, it is crucial to strengthen access controls to systems and ensure proper backup procedures are in place. This case underscores growing corporate interest in cybersecurity while highlighting the critical importance of implementing protective measures. Trump hosts dinner gala suspended after shooting, vows, "We will not be intimidated by violence." A dinner gala hosted by the White House Correspondents Association and attended by President Trump was held in Washington, D.C. The event had been forced to cancel earlier this year after a shooting incident occurred during the April gathering. At the event marking its resumption after roughly 6 months, President Trump delivered remarks and sent a strong message that, "We will not yield to violence." The president expressed his determination to protect democracy and emphasized the importance of American unity. The hosting of this dinner gala has become a symbolic demonstration of the commitment to continue civic activities even in the aftermath of the incident. Taiwan's largest opposition party, the Kuomintang, holds party congress to expand opposition forces. Taiwan's largest opposition party, the Kuomintang, held its party congress. The Kuomintang decided to cooperate with the People's Party, the second largest opposition party, and contest the unified local elections scheduled for November this year. The upcoming election will determine the leaders of 22 counties and cities across Taiwan, making it a crucial election. The Kuomintang and People's Party are seeking to expand opposition forces by fielding candidates. Taiwan's local elections are regarded as an important barometer of national political trends, and this opposition alliance movement has the potential to significantly impact Taiwan's political situation. 2 U.S. companies sue to block Trump administration's additional tariffs. 2 American companies have filed a lawsuit seeking to cancel additional tariffs that the Trump administration has imposed on Japan and 59 other countries and regions. The new tariffs were introduced to protect American industries, but the companies argue that the measures will raise procurement costs and cause serious damage to their business operations. The companies filing the suit are requesting a temporary suspension of the tariffs pending their withdrawal. The outcome of the forthcoming legal proceedings is drawing attention for its potential impact on U.S. trade policy. Russian military attacks drone technology exhibition near Kyiv, killing 10 people. Russian attacks continued across Ukraine on the 24th, killing at least 15 people. 10 of those deaths occurred in a ballistic missile strike on a drone technology exhibition being held near the capital Kyiv. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky posted on social media that the exhibition, which was attended by prominent figures from the defense industry, was attacked during daylight hours, with approximately 100 people injured. In eastern Sloviansk, 5 people were killed in a Russian glide bomb attack. President Zelensky also posted on social media late on the 24th that he had received intelligence indicating Russia is preparing a new large-scale missile attack, warning that strikes could occur within today or within the next 48 hours. He called on citizens to remain vigilant and pay attention to air raid sirens, and urged allied nations to provide air defense system support. Meanwhile, in the Russian city of Kyiv, over 1,000 kilometers from the front lines, a Ukrainian military airstrike occurred at night, killing 6 people and injuring 26. Ukrainian forces also attacked a warehouse belonging to Russia's largest online retailer, Wildberries. Following the drone exhibition attack near Kyiv, there were initial concerns about the safety of Serhiy Beskresnov, a defense ministry advisor known by the nickname Flash, and Lyuba Shipovich, who has been involved in technological development for the Ukrainian military. Wildfires spread across France and Spain, over 220,000 evacuated as Spain declares state of emergency. Spanish authorities warned on the 24th that wildfires erupting near the capital Madrid have expanded to such a scale that firefighters are unable to contain them. Multiple areas near Madrid have become uncontrollable, forcing approximately 25,000 people to evacuate. In response, the Spanish government has declared a state of emergency. In southwestern France, wildfires that struck Gironde and Landes departments have forced approximately 200,000 people to evacuate. 3 fires that erupted on the western side of Madrid have merged into a single massive blaze. Isabel Díaz Ayuso, governor of Madrid state, has described the fire as the worst in the region's history, saying it represents the worst-case scenario, with extreme heat, relentless strong winds, and multiple fire fronts converging. The southwestern French fire changed direction in the afternoon of the 24th and is now heading toward the Bordeaux area. Further large-scale evacuations are expected. French President Emmanuel Macron has mobilized the military to support response efforts. The wildfire has reached peak intensity and is now beyond the capacity of our firefighters to suppress, Carlos Novillo, the Madrid state government's emergency management director, told reporters. Since firefighting operations are impossible in that area, we are implementing defensive measures, he added. Military Emergency Response Units, UME, have been deployed to protect areas near El Escorial, northwest of Madrid, in an attempt to stop the spread of the flames.